I'm the founder and the director of ICICTE since the year 2000. So I'm 47 years of age, so you can understand that ICICTE is more than half of my life.
I'm Kostas and I've been with ICICTE so many years, very pleasant years.
My first exposure to ICICTE was being informed about a call for papers. I don't know if it was 10 years ago or even longer. It was the last time the conference was on Corfu, Kerkida. And I thought, oh, this is wonderful. And my husband came with me, of course. It was, the two of us. And we loved it. We loved it.
I first got involved in ICICTE back in 2004, where I attended to present a paper as a young postdoc. And I found the conference, which was on Samos that year, to be one of the friendliest conferences I'd ever come across. Even though it was a small conference, the opportunities to network and build contacts were really built into the schedule. But also everybody was so friendly and really engaged with each other and engaged and swapped ideas and things like that. And that I found very refreshing.
When in the year 2000, I attended a conference on the Greek island of Samos. Little did I realize that this was going to be a lifetime's work. Well, work is not the right word, because it is a total pleasure to be part of ICICTE.
Besides the food and the social program, and the fact that it is being held annually on a Greek island.
And I first attended ICICTE in 2010 when I was taking my PhD. And for my surprise at the time, I got the award on the most outstanding paper of the conference that year. And since then, I simply fell in love with it.
This is my fourth time at Rhodos, and this is about my 10th time at this conference. It's a wonderful conference. It's a boutique conference. Not many people, about 50 to 80. And the big thing about this conference, it is about information communication technologies in education. So whether you're a primary teacher or secondary teacher or university teacher, it's for you.
Conferences. The first conference was, the first conferences were about learning. The second wave of conference was about making contacts and making colleagues, acquaintance with colleagues. The third was having friends and having projects and having good time. The fourth wave of conferences, as I grew up in science, in technology and in age, was a combination of all of them.
However, once I did attend, this is my third time actually, I was surprised and so excited to meet up with a group of academics who are so friendly. The attitude here is so casual, so it's professional, and yet it's relaxed.
I regularly go to ICICTE conference. I go for a few reasons, and they are that they have high quality peer-reviewed research, and the people that come from around the world to the conference on a Greek island each year actually present their research, and I find that it's really good research, it's really relevant to my field in educational technology, and I really also enjoy the networks that I've made at ICICTE.
But the second time, the first time, we were living in a completely different world. The reason why I came this time was basically to find ways of improving the product I offer my students. And from yesterday's discussions, it's pretty clear that most teachers have experienced the same problems. So sharing of ideas was something which was beneficial.
Today the University of the Aegean had the privilege and the honor to present at the conference 6 different European projects, projects funded by the Erasmus Plus program, the European Union Program for Education. All these projects have been born in this conference. the networking, the security of knowing with whom you're dealing with, the security of knowing the expertise of each one of the participants, each one of the organizations. So besides having a great time on a Greek island on summertime, it's also business. And
apart from it being an extremely highly professional educational technology, educational communications conference in which ideas are scientific, researched, and discussions are very, very deep. Apart from all of that, ICICTE is also a family. It's a family of friends. We are not just colleagues who attend this conference, but we are actual friends who come back year after year.
On top of that, ICICTE is a family. I've now been involved with the conference for 16 years or so, and this is a community as well as a conference. So you get lots of people who come every year, or who come maybe 1 year in 3, or maybe you don't see them for 10 years and they come back again. But everybody always has that relationship where they get on, they communicate, and they exchange good science, but in a very sort of convivial, collegial way. It's that sort of family element, that community, that really makes ICICTE what it is.
Is a group of students and highly qualified researchers that get together once a year in Greece to talk about the use of ICTs in education, or pedagogical aspects of education in general. It's a very friendly group of people. There is no competition at all. People are there to share knowledge and experiences and encourage people to do research and to study.
It is a family. It is a group of people that are passionate about ICICTE in education, and that are passionate and confident about their abilities to make change. And that change is not just for those using the technologies, but those benefiting from the technologies.
I've been associated with it from the year 2000. This conference was born on Samos, and it will not die. On Samos, it will not die ever. This conference is really about the future of education. How would the future of education impact on the career choices of students, career choices of learners?
So was to enjoy, to know the cream of science, but to enjoy the human presence and friendship of my friends. Well, in ICICTE, I grew up, and they together with me, they grew up together in such a way that I enjoy all of them. But the main issue is family. It's not friends and colleagues, it's family, close friends, that really moves me, even that I'm saying it.
So I think that people keep coming back for networking, to share their ideas, to seek for partnerships, to present what they've done. And it is very important because we can see the impact after each conference.
The environment is gorgeous. The social calendar is full, is packed. We get to eat a bit too much, but with Greek food, it's very difficult to say what too much is. But more than that, it's the networking over that food within the halls of the conference.
I've learned so much from so many people that I have immediately been able to implement into my own work. And right now, even though I'm retired from my full-time position, I am still teaching online. I'm still benefiting from what I learned at ICICTE. I'm still sharing it with those whom I teach. And I still look forward every single year to seeing my friends, my colleagues, the professionals, meeting new people, learning new things. I have frequently said this is my favorite conference ever.
But I attended every year, and then I ended up on the scientific committee, and then I ended up taking over as chair. And all the way through, it's been that really supportive community that manages to blend a social element, a convivial element with research and good science. And it's an area that has evolved from back in its early days when educational technology was really something quite new, right through to now where it is mainstream.
So I just love the conference, love the people. I do all my very best every year to attend it and to encourage people to be part of this incredible family, which I miss very much at the moment.
I'm always happy and look forward to that moment at the beginning of July when we can all meet together on a gorgeous Greek island and be friends again, renew our friendship, but also discuss ways of improving the education of our children, of our young people, and of ourselves.
It's like it's what you do with relatives. You need to see your relatives every now and then. For us, it is once a year, the first weekend of around the first weekend of July, and it's a need. It's a need to meet with our dear friends, with our ICICTE extended family.